Hello everyone and welcome to the UFC 4. I'm back once again. I took a little bit of a break because I had lots of college work and coursework and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm actually going to be starting a new career mode using a fighter I've tried to create as best as I can. From the film Warrior. His name's Tommy Riordan. He's played by Tom Hardy, and I think he's a hell of an actor, so I thought it would be quite cool to just see what would have happened, I guess, if he was in the UFC. I can't actually find him. It is alphabetical order. There he is. Tommy Riordan. Tom Hardy's 5'9", so I've done that. His fighter type in the film, he was pretty much good anywhere, so what I've done with his fighter type being balanced. And I actually really liked the film. I thought the acting was a little over the top for what it was, but I actually enjoyed every second of it. So yeah, and I thought it would be quite cool to just play as a character from that and just see if I can win a UFC title, maybe become greatest of all time. And this will be the first one I play on the hardest difficulty. I normally play on hard because I'm not that good at the game, but I've been playing it a bit. I've got a little bit better, and I think I could probably do alright with it. The only issue is you can't restart fights or do anything, and it's a lot harder than hard, but I think it'll be good. So yeah, and the other UFC 4 series I'm doing is still going to continue when I get the time, but I just thought I'd start this one and see how it goes. See if it's a good concept, because this is what this first sort of installation episode of it is for, is to just see how it is, see if it's good, see if it works, see what happens. But yeah, I also made the character as best as I could. It was very hard to do it with what I worked with, but let's just pretend that that's Tom Hardy in Warrior. Let's just pretend. And yeah, the reason why I just thought of this all of a sudden is because I've heard that they are doing a series of it. I'm not sure why he's southpaw, but to be fair, I think in the film he was a bit switch stance, so he could pretty much fight anywhere, so let's just do him as a southpaw, might as well. And yeah, you again aren't supposed to win against this guy. I've fought this guy far too many times and I can't stand him, but yeah, I'm going to play on legendary, see how it goes. But let's just say, theoretically, in the Warrior universe, let's just say this guy left his dad and his older brother, and he just signed with the UFC, and that's where he is now. But I'm actually not going to go straight into the UFC. I think I'm going to start in the WFA and get some experience there first, especially on the hardest difficulty, because yeah, I'm a little bit rusty, but I think I've gotten a lot better than what I was. I think I'm now like level 90 or something. And yeah, I think this, unlike the David Anderson one, which was massively kickboxing and striking, I think I'm going to utilise my wrestling, because in the film, firstly, he was a world-class wrestler. He was really good at that, and I just think it is good to like spread things out. Yeah, I already have a kickboxing career, so let's do this one as a mixed one, but mainly wrestling. And he'll be a very well-rounded fighter. But yeah, I'm just talking through what my plans for this series are. I've no idea how long it'll go, but I think probably when I get the middleweight championship I'll stop, so it'll be a short one. But it is on the hardest difficulty, and I'm still not that good at the game, so it might take quite a while. But yeah, in my David Anderson series, I'm on episode 6, I think, and it's going quite well. I'll definitely have to go back on that one soon and see where we are. I think we just beat Volkanovski on it, so we're like a #1 contender or something for the featherweight title. But yeah, and I'm also gonna probably start a Red Dead series, because I've actually never played it, but you know, I've heard it's extremely good. And I think I'll start with the second one, since I've heard that's actually set before the first, so I might as well start on that one. And yeah, I have played Grand Theft Auto 5 and I really like that, so I think Red Dead will be quite good. But yeah, I think we're actually going to survive, and I think we've actually won the round, if I'm being honest. I think we've actually done really well. Let's just say, oh, we have no idea what the stats are, but I think I've won the round, which is strange. Yeah, and I've not even been focusing, I've just been doing it. But yeah, okay then. So I lost the fight, but still. Good old Tommy Riordan. I could have set his name as Tommy Conlon, but I just thought Riordan was his mum's name in the actual film, so I just went like that. And if you haven't seen the film Warrior, it's this 2011 film, I think, starring Tom Hardy and the other two that are really good actors as well. Forgotten their names, but they're actually really good actors. The acting in it's actually quite good. It's a little bit over the top for what it is, but I think it was really entertaining, and the plot's a bit far-fetched, but it's still really entertaining, so I definitely recommend watching that if you like mixed martial arts. I mean, you probably have, but still. And I think it's coming back as a show, so yeah, that's quite good. I remember seeing George St. Pierre, who I think is the greatest of all time, full stop. He did a reaction where he like broke down some of the fights, and it stars, it has an appearance with Anthony Smith. No, not Anthony Smith. Why the hell have I said Anthony Smith? What's his name now? He was a light heavyweight. He was a heavyweight. He was Rumble Johnson. That's who it was. I said Anthony Smith. That's ridiculous. I don't know why I said Anthony Smith. They're very different people, but yeah, it stars Rumble Johnson. So yeah, I should probably be paying attention to what's going on, but oh well. We got great physical ability apparently, even though he just saw us get beaten up. And yeah, being a 5'9" middleweight though is gonna be a problem, I think. Well, I mean, Calvin Gastelum does really well, but it is gonna be a problem. So I'm definitely gonna have to utilise my wrestling if I'm gonna get anywhere near the title, because like middleweight's largely a 6'6", I'd say. Or I mean, some are 6'3". Oh my gosh. Jeez, that scared me. Note to self: turn off your phone alarm, maybe. That would be probably a bit clever. But yeah, we're not starting in the UFC, so we're doing this training stuff. I think we have 3 like amateur fights where he just teaches us the basics and stuff. I think so anyway, so yeah, let's see how it goes then. I think we're hitting the bag first, learn some boxing. The UFC 4, I actually think it's a really good game. I do like UFC 3 a bit. I really like UFC 2. Now, the first one I ever played was UFC 3 because I was a really late UFC fan. But yeah, I actually really like UFC 4. I think it's quite a good game. I've heard they're already starting UFC 5 though, so yeah, good old EA Sports. Never cease to amaze. Okay, what do I do now? Overhands. And I really like fighting out of southpaw, so yeah. I don't know why I did that to the body then, but yeah. And what do I do now? Jab, uppercut, straight uppercut. There we go. You see, I'm good. No idea why I did that, but I did. Let's just do hooks, and then jab, hook. Combinations in this game really work well, but especially if you're new, they are hard to perfect. And to be fair, I'm saying this like I'm completely new. I'm really not. I've played this game a hell of a lot, but I'm just awful at games. So yeah, the only game I'm probably decent at would be Rocket League. That's the only one. So yeah, I've put a lot of hours into UFC 4 and I'm only just being able to play it on legendary difficulty, and even on legendary it's a bit hard, so I'm struggling a bit. I've got to block my body now. Yeah, he's way taller. Come on mate, hit me in the body. There we go. I'm gonna definitely have to use my wrestling, because man, this is gonna be hard. Leaning strikes I've always hated, but yeah, that was quite good. Leaning hooks, I can't stand these. Or I'll have to hook the other way. How the hell? I'm doing it, mate. Oh, he's got to lean this way. Okay, I get it. I was leaning the other way, I think. I don't like these ducking and leaning stuff. It's a bit annoying. Oh, I got to land strikes now. Overhand. He's been stunned. He's been knocked down now. What the hell? I don't think you're supposed to knock this guy out, though. I don't think so, anyway. You might do. But yeah, I'm probably going to have like 3 or 4 fights in the WFA. Then I'll head to the UFC and try and become middleweight champion. But I would like to test the waters of the WFA, because I think on the David Anderson one I went straight into the UFC, and that is good, but I'd like to just try and see how I do in the WFA. Wouldn't it be bizarre if I just stay in there and become champion, then head to the UFC like Michael Chandler did with becoming Bellator champion before UFC? Well, he's not UFC champion, but he tried. Okay, then we got a fight. We've just done the boxing. Pretty cool. And yeah, we got a fight. I do like the introduction and the like tutorial thing where it explains all of it. I think this episode will just be the tutorial, because it'll be like a 50-minute episode, I reckon, which is a while. But yeah, I tend to find that the first episode of series stuff do much better than any other one. But yeah, I'm like such a tiny channel. I think my highest amount of views right now is 70, and to be fair, I'm completely happy with that. It is good. I just like making content, I guess, that's a bit lazily done. I'm not really good at doing it or good at editing and stuff, but I just think it's quite fun, and might as well. No reason not to. I can't really hear what they're saying, but okay. Tommy Riordan. And the body type looks the exact same as him in the film, except in the film his back was so much bigger. He had a huge back. It was ridiculous. We've done a jab straight. Let's not use any wrestling in this one and see how we go. But again, we're going to be outsized by pretty much every middleweight we come up against, I think. So yeah. I missed the hook though, which is unfortunate. We got little short arms. This guy hasn't really thrown anything, has he? I'm not sure what he's doing. Let's work the body then. He threw an uppercut, that's good. Oh, I didn't actually mean to throw that one, which is a bit weird. Let's do the body hook, then the hook. This guy just isn't throwing, man. What's this guy doing? He's just sat there. Got to be careful with my stamina and stuff. This guy is so weird. He just blocks. He doesn't throw anything. He just blocks. Let's get him with some knees and then get him with some ground and pound. Exactly like the film. Oh, he's just reversed it. That's quite impressive. Half guard. Full guard. My ground game is definitely much worse than my stand-up game, if you can believe that. So yeah. It ain't looking good, which is again why I'd like to do a wrestling based career mode some point in the future to try and get better with my ground game on it, because I'm not the best at it. Or I know the basics and I can do them quite well, but the advanced stuff is really bad, and I'm awful at submissions. So yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done. He's holding on. How the hell has he survived that? Look at his head health though. I think he's finished though. There we go. Finish him with a ground hook. I've no idea how many strikes I landed then, but it was a hell of a lot. And there we go. Got past our first amateur fight. Well, our second amateur fight, but our first amateur fight with Dave, I think his name is. What's his name? Is it Richard or something? the guy who's training us, no idea what his name is. It's Richard or Dave or Mark or something. But yeah, here we go then. I think next we learn is Muay Thai, which is probably my favourite martial art though. It goes probably Muay Thai, then Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, then probably boxing. There's some massive fights heading on tonight as I'm recording this. There is Joshua versus Usyk. I just think Usyk's going to probably win, which is a bit of a shame. And of course I'm going to hope Joshua wins because I'm British, but it is a little bit... And Nick Diaz is making his return against Lawler. I think Lawler's probably going to knock him out, but you never know. It is Diaz. And Volkanovski Ortega. I think Volkanovski's got this in the bag, to be honest. I do like Ortega though. And it is Valentina Shevchenko versus Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy is very good, but I just think no one's going to beat Shevchenko right now. So yeah, that's my view anyway. Not that it matters. Okay then. Long limbs. I've got short stubby arms, mate. I'm not sure what you're on about. Keep it loose. Okay then, let's do some Muay Thai. I do like Muay Thai. The bag's already going. Leg kicks. I'm definitely gonna have to utilise leg kicks because I'm extremely sure that I'm probably not gonna have much success with roundhouse kicks with range. So if I just hit the legs, then it might work quite well, I guess. I think it'll be wrestling and leg kicks that help the most, I'd say. And maybe getting on the inside, throwing a few uppercuts and elbows and some knees and some hooks. And I'm definitely going to have to work on my clinch game because that could be very effective. So, body kick combinations and then head kick combinations. That wasn't a head kick, mate. No idea what's going on. That's that classic Robert Whittaker, like jab straight head kick thing. Now we got to do the spar. I think I did as good as, as well as I could have with the tattoos, because it is very difficult to find ones that look similar. So I think I did well. You can sort of tell who it's supposed to be. So I'm quite pleased with that. Blocking my head. I really like this guy's hair, to be fair. It looks quite cool. He's also way bigger. That's a very good counter. And another good counter. And now I've got to protect my legs with a low guard. He's got the letter K on his chest for some reason. And our leg kicks. There we go. Roundhouse kicks. He's a bit near for roundhouse kicks, mate. It's a bit annoying. Come on. Get away, mate. I can't get my legs that high. There we go. Yeah, this size thing is going to be really bad, I think. He's 5'9" and he weighs 84 kilograms. That's going to be quite difficult to sort out, I guess. Here we go. I don't know why, but I went straight for the takedown. I think that's habit with clinching. Or I just immediately head for the ankle pick or something. Oh, I'm supposed to block strikes in the clinch. Come on. You can get me in the clinch and try and hit me, mate. Why is he leaving the clinch, though? That's a bit annoying. Okay, he's doing well there. Come on, mate, hit me. Hit me in the head. Hit me in the head. Thank you. There we go. Now break the clinch. There we go. I had a massive red mark underneath my left arm though, which I think is a bit weird. It looks like Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz or Blachowicz or however you pronounce his last name. I'm not good at names, as you can tell. I can barely pronounce Riordan, to be fair. Okay then. So we're having another fight. That's pretty much what he's saying. And yeah, this one will use our Muay Thai. I don't think Riordan will... I don't think I'll be using lots of kicks though. I'll use leg kicks and maybe some body kicks, but I think it'll mainly be boxing and wrestling is what I utilise, which is quite good without. I was heavily with kicks with the David Anderson one, but this I'll probably just be my hands and my wrestling, which will be quite good. Sort of like Usman is, I guess, where really good wrestling and also extremely good boxing, because Usman's jab is just incredible and he started to really knock people out now, like Burns and Masvidal as well. Very impressive. Usman's a hell of a fighter. Okay then, let's head straight for the head though with a kick. Oh, and I thought he was going to come closer, but he didn't. Let's just... I also plan on being very aggressive because that's how he's like in the actual film, and it's probably the only way I can get in close with the size difference. So I think it's extremely important I'm really aggressive, yeah, with all of it. And I'm going to have incredibly high stamina because I'm going to have a very large output, I'd say, of strikes. I'll throw a load, so I'm going to have to work on my stamina a massive amount and get some stamina perks. This is probably how I'll fight with the stand-up, I'd say. And I'll use some wrestling after. Well, when I actually learn the wrestling, I'll use that. So, yeah. But yeah, this is the start of Tommy Riordan's career in the UFC. Let's just create a random story. So he's left with his mum, and he's gone, or I want to be an MMA fighter instead of joining the Marines, which is what happened in the film if you haven't seen it. I'm not... there might actually be a few spoilers here, so just stop. If you haven't seen the film, just watch it, then come back. But yeah, it's quite a good film though, and it's very good acting in it, even if it is a little over the top. I think this guy's out though. I think Aldo's gone. There we go. Pretty much the exact same as the first fight we had. Knocked him down, then finished him with some ground and pound. There we go. I think we have one more fight, and then it's just all sorted. Knocked him down with the overhand though. I think that's probably how I'll fight on the feet. I'll just be very aggressive, throw some body hooks, some uppercuts, some body straights, some straights to the skull as well, and just do all that sort of stuff. Wear them down gradually, be really aggressive, have very high output. The only issue is with that, you have to be on top of your guard with the defense. So yeah, it's a pretty good start though. 2 amateur fights under this Coach David or Coach Richard or something, and yeah, we're sorted. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I think we're just going to learn wrestling, so I'll just skip this. I think we're going to learn the takedowns and stuff. Attempting takedowns. This is going to be a very important style. I'm not sure why it's saying that, but yeah. And getting up. Oh, I normally have legacy controls, which I do not have with this one. It's forced me to only have the 3 options ones, but I don't really like doing that. Or I like the old UFC 3 ones a lot more. There we go. Took him down, ground and pound. I think that's on the right, yeah. I really don't like this way of grappling. I think it's really bad. I don't like it. Grapple strikes. And then get up. There we go. And then initiating the clinch. And then clinch trips and throws. That was a classic judo throw. I've never actually done judo as a martial art. The only ones I've actually done in real life are boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to be specific. All the Jiu-Jitsus, you know, hard to pronounce. But yeah, okay then. I got the skills to pay the bills, have I? I think we have this fight here, then we are offered to the UFC. Oh. Hey kid, I'm hearing that Dana White's in town for this event to scout out for the Contender Series. A win could put you on his radar. I don't think I'm ready for all this just yet. Let's take a different fight down the road. I think that's what it said. So yeah, we're gonna start in the WFA probably, and then just go into the UFC from that. Hopefully start at a higher rank. I might do 2 WFA contracts probably. Oh, we're doing jiu-jitsu now then, which is quite good. Attempting takedowns. Submitting. I think we have to escape a submission as well. I think it's an armbar. I really don't like the armbar stuff. I can't stand the L2 and R2 ones. I just find them much more difficult than the other ones, than the actual joystick ones. There we go then. Get in the armbar. Straighten the arm out maybe. Very good. Okay, now I think we have to get up, then we have to escape one. I really don't like these controls though, they really annoy me. And we got to attempt a takedown and then escape a submission now, I think. I've done this one too many times. Okay. Oh, I thought he was going to get me in a guillotine though, but he didn't. Oh dear. Let's just... These ones I find much easier. Oh, I like these ones far more. So yeah, there we go then. Sorted. Choke submission defense. Pretty cool. I can't believe I forgot his name. It's either David or Richard or Dave or something, or Mark. Okay then. Jiu-jitsu is a very important part of mixed martial arts. You have to know it for defense, definitely. But I'd say it's probably the most important martial art actually. That and probably boxing, I'd say, are the 2 ones that you have to know for mixed martial arts. The rest are very important as well. Wrestling is as well, to be fair. Greco-Roman. Now it's time to have fun. I think this is our last fight, then I'll end this off. See how it goes, then we can start in the WFA next one. This has just been an introduction to what I'm thinking, how the series will probably go, and I've just explained what my plans are for it, how far it'll get. I'll probably stop after I've become middleweight champion and just go, there we go. That's the end of the Tommy Riordan career, but yeah. And I'll definitely continue with the David Anderson one as well as a Red Dead one, and I'll continue with the Skyrim. Maybe not Battlefield Hardline. I think it is a good game, but it's a bit boring playing it now. I think I'd much rather play Skyrim or the UFC, so, or Red Dead, when I haven't even played that yet. So yeah, again, this guy's way taller, so we're gonna have to be careful with it. Oh, he's went for the takedown. You know what, let's try an armbar. Might as well. We've just had a jiu-jitsu class, so let's do it. I'm very bad at submissions though, so I'm probably going to use my wrestling for ground and pound rather than submissions, because I'm awful at submissions. And to be fair, Riordan in the actual films was, well, in the actual film I should say, was heavily ground and pound when he was in the wrestling stuff. He didn't really try many submissions. So please get this. There we go. That was really close. I thought he was completely fine. There we go then. He took me down and then I finished it on my back. Good old Chael Sonnen wouldn't like that. I do like Chael though. Very clever pundit knows mixed martial arts incredibly well, even if he's very bad at predicting fights. Definitely recommend watching his YouTube channel, it's really good. There we go then. 3 amateur fights, 3 first round wins, 2 of them knockouts, and 1 by submission. Pretty cool then. Good old Dave. Good old David. Win 3 fights as a middleweight fighter. And we got an extra 193 fans for that. Our longevity went down a tiny bit as well. I'm level 90, Christ. I have played a lot off, like, the outside of the series when I've just had some spare time. I've just had a few games, then headed off. So I've not had enough time to actually create an episode of a series. But I should start having a bit more time now, maybe. So yeah. You are invited to World Fighting Alliance. All first round. Still on legendary then. No restarts, no health, so we can't see if I'm hurt, we can't see my stamina. Extreme CPU defensive awareness and extreme CPU grappling aggression. Sounds fun. Let's see if we can do it. This could be a catastrophic fail. But I think I'm going to do it. I believe in myself. We got a 3-fight contract in the WFA. We'll see how we feel after this. If we haven't done so well, we'll stay in the WFA. Because if we can't do it here, we can't do it in the UFC. So, yeah. There we go then. We're actually in the section now. And Hawkins has said, I need a fight right now. What would Tommy Riordan say? Let's just say he'd be nice at the start. Let's just say that. He's not the nicest dude, so yeah. And I've forgotten what his nickname was. I think it was Bad Intentions or something. I think I set it as that. Yeah, his nickname's Bad Intentions and his social media handle's Bad. He's a southpaw. I can switch it back. And his posture's Ronald Souza. Walkout music, I don't really pay attention to any of that walkout music stuff, but yeah, I think I did quite well with the lookalike as well. So yeah, this will be the end of the first one. Let me know if it's something you actually want to see, because if it ain't, I'm probably going to do it anyway because I just like making it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.